All right, today we're not just going to talk about solving problems at work. No. We're going to explore how to become a problem-solving architect, someone who doesn't just patch holes, but actually designs and builds lasting solutions from the ground up. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever been stuck in a meeting, maybe it's the third one this week, talking about the exact same issue, and you just get that sinking feeling, that you're all just spinning your wheels, totally missing the real points? Yeah, of course you have. We've all been there. It's that frantic cycle of just putting out fires. You're patching up symptoms with these temporary Band-Aid fixes, only to have another, slightly different problem pop right back up a week later. It's exhausting, and it doesn't actually solve a thing. But what if there was a better way? Well, there is. And it all starts with a pretty fundamental shift in how you see things. It's about moving from being a reactive firefighter to a proactive creator. It's all about adopting the architect's mindset. This brings us to a framework called PSDM. That stands for Problem Solving and Decision Making. But look, this is way more than just another corporate checklist. At its heart, PSDM is a way to realign your whole mindset so you can start seeing opportunities where you used to only see roadblocks. The problem-solving part helps you zero in on the right issue to tackle, which then lets you make the right decision on how to fix it for good. Just think about the difference for a second. The old way is purely reactive, right? You see a crack in the wall, you slap some putty on it. Done. The PSDM way, on the other hand, is proactive. You see that crack and you ask, what's the opportunity here? How can we rebuild this whole section so that crack never even thinks about coming back? It's a total game changer. Okay, so how do we start thinking like an architect? Well, every great building starts with a rock-solid foundation. For us, that means creating a really clear problem-solving blueprint. And this, right here, is everything. Seriously. You absolutely cannot solve a problem you don't fully understand. It's kind of like a doctor trying to write a prescription without ever making a diagnosis. You have to dig in, understand the scope, and define the real problem, not just the thing that's staring you in the face. So once the problem is defined, you build out your foundation with 3 key pillars. First up, select the right team. And that doesn't just mean whoever's available. It means who has the right skills and perspectives. Second, you develop aligning goals. Everyone on that team needs to be on the exact same page about what solved actually looks like. And third, you create a team charter, basically the rules of the road for how you're all going to work together to get this done. Okay, foundation is laid. Now for the most critical part of this whole process, the detective work. We have to move past the symptoms to find out what is truly broken way down deep. And we do this with a tool called root cause analysis, or RCA. Think of it like this. RCA is the thing that stops you from just taking an aspirin for your headache and helps you discover that, oh, you actually just need glasses. It's all about finding the real source of the issue. Let's walk through a super common example. The symptom, the thing everyone's complaining about, is this. Our projects are always late. Now, the reactive fix is to yell at people to work weekends, but the architect knows there's a deeper story here. So the investigation begins by just asking why over and over again with real curiosity. Why are projects late? Well, the final review stage is creating a huge bottleneck. Okay, why is there a bottleneck? Because one senior manager is the only person who can approve every single design. Interesting. Why is that? Well, because she's the only one certified on the complicated new client compliance software. And suddenly, boom, there it is. We've peeled back all the layers of the onion. The problem isn't lazy employees or a bad manager. The true root cause is a systemic issue, a single point of failure caused by a lack of team-wide training on a critical new tool. And that discovery, that changes everything. Instead of pointing fingers and blaming people, you can architect a real solution, like, say, training 3 more people on that software to spread out the approval workload. See? You haven't just patched the crack. You've rebuilt the entire support structure so it's way stronger than it was before. That little example really shows the power of this process. So let's pull all this together into an actual blueprint you can start using to become that problem-solving architect at your own job. It all starts with the architect's mindset, seeing every problem as an opportunity. From there, you clearly define the problem and its true scope. Then you build your foundation by getting the right team together and making sure you're all aiming for the same goal. And finally, you use root cause analysis to dig past all the noise and find what's really going on underneath. When it really comes down to it, this is the core idea to take away. PSDM isn't just about fixing broken things. It's a powerful philosophy that transforms barriers, whether they're mental blocks in your head or actual failures in a process, into opportunities to innovate, to improve, and to build something way better than what you had before. So I'll leave you with this question. Think about that one frustrating, recurring issue at your job. The one, that process that always seems to break down. What would happen if you stopped just trying to fix it and you started thinking about how to re-architect it? What will you build first?